Hello. All right. This is the first. This is the first
surreal.
edition. First podcast, I guess. We're doing podcast style today, and so far we don't have a name for this, but just know that it is awesome.
It's a thing, and it will have a name, and it's going to do
and
things.
it's great.
Yes.
And you're gonna love it.
And you don't even know yet.
We're gonna love it. And,
A lot of awesome things.
So pretty much the reason we're setting this up is to share what we do on a daily basis and what we're into.
Our passions.
Yeah, our
Which we
passions.
assume are probably your passions.
Well, we hope they're your
Hopefully.
passions, because if not, this is gonna sink
You can get the hell out of
down. Yeah, you can get that. No, I'm just kidding. So I guess we will start off with. I forgot. All right, let me pull up my. Hold on.
Do you have a list?
Well, yeah, I do. I put my phone up thinking that it was going to distract me, and then I realized that all my fucking material was on the phone. I'm like, oh, right, yeah. All right. I guess I'll read my little intro that I got. Okay, so
Ooh, I guess I could do mine. No, I'm not doing it.
pretty much this channel is dedicated to the geek in all of us, and will feature a variety of topics ranging from anime to live streaming D&D games. Yeah, so what kind of stuff, Jeremy?
And hey, I'll be drunk sometimes during those D&D games.
Oh, definitely, because D&D, drunk D&D.
Because I feel like D&D sometimes gets a bad rap, but it's for absolutely no reason. There's some cool stories you can come up with that shit.
That's
At least
true.
I think so.
Well, I mean, there's a game master, right? And this game master's supposed to come up with a map, and then a whole bunch of people are going to be teaming up to defeat the storyline.
Not me. I'll be going off
played
on
out
my
on
own.
the map. Oh, off on your own. See, that's the thing I don't understand. Okay, so the only
I don't even know if that's
understanding-
real, though. Because that's only literally I'm basing this off Community.
Yeah,
There's no
exactly.
other
My
basis.
only understanding of D&D is what came on Community.
And that was pretty cool, so I assume the game is pretty cool.
I mean,
Right?
I mean, for me, yeah. Well, there was two. I only saw the first one. I know there was a second.
there was a
episode.
second one, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I didn't. I think that was whenever.
Fat Neil or whatever the shit.
Yeah, I think some of the characters had already left the show when they did the second D&D, and they came in with some.
Oh,
new
it's when Dan
characters.
Harmon left and all that
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Meh.
After the whole.
Yeah, it became something else.
Well, see, when Community started, I mean, the first season was quite different.
It was the one.
Well, no, I mean, the first season was just very almost bland, boring. It was an
Well,
actual
boring?
show.
They did get a lot looser in the next
Yeah,
one.
and second season was just when they went crazy, and there were just zero fucks given. They had the paintball episode, the forts episode, D&D, all of that crazy cool stuff.
I miss Community. But hey, Rick and Morty is better than Community.
I wasn't too much of a fan of Rick and Morty.
But why?
I don't know, man. It was just a little too much for me.
What does that even mean? What is too much? Do you like Archer?
I do like Archer.
Well, it's a little more than... Well, I don't know. No, it's a little more than Archer.
It's for example, I know I'm gonna get flamed for this, but I mean South Park. I like South Park,
Are
but
you
I
gonna
don't
say some
love
shit?
South Park.
Family Guy or South Park?
South Park.
Okay, at least that. He's redeemed himself.
Okay, so next part of my thing. Okay, so we geek out on a lot of things. So we'll bring fresh content to you every week. We'll even take you along to any conventions or events we attend so you can catch all the action alongside us.
And we will definitely be trying to attend a lot of them.
Yeah, so one of the main things that I do is video. And so Jeremy helps me out a lot. And so you guys will be able to watch live streams and stuff while we are at, anime cons and
Doing all the cool things, buying all the cool items.
Because over here we have Anime Metsu. I'm sure it's in a bunch of different. I don't know if they have Anime Metsu. or if
Which,
they call
for our
something
first
different.
time, is pretty damn good.
Yeah, it
I enjoyed
went
it.
pretty well.
The fucking, with that little, the vampire thing
Which vampire one?
at the very end, the giant concert, they're the
Oh,
loudest thing I've ever been a part of.
Man, that was kind of crazy.
Ugh.
I will admit that was probably one of the coolest fucking concerts ever. And it's really just because of the venue. I mean,
It was awful.
what's it called? George R. Brown. Yeah, the George R.
Yeah.
Brown. So they typically don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a concert in there or a concert
I've
ever
never
hosted.
even been in it.
Yeah, so it's completely weird to see a second floor auditorium with hundreds of people and this loud ass bumping music
With
and the
just
floor
random
is shaking.
It was literally shaking. We were bouncing up and down at one point. Had kind of good acoustics too.
Yeah. Oh, I
Kinda
will
surprised
say.
me.
Yeah, that is true. Although loudest, but
I could
yeah,
not handle that.
yeah, it was really really loud. Okay, so our first two videos will be an AMV face-off, followed by a review of our choosing. But I kind of want to touch more on the AMV face-off for a second.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, for example, you're gonna do an anime one, right?
Yes, this is correct.
Okay, so I'm going to be doing the live action. So I'm stuck doing a little bit more difficult.
Well, I mean, we don't have to be bound by these things.
That's true, but it'd be a nice way to kind of like
It
have
would. It would give it a
two
little-
opposing, sides.
But
Because
like
I mean,
what-
people do watch a lot of like
So movies
shows.
can count as live action.
Yeah, but we'll keep it a TV shows
Okay.
unless we do specific like movie
Yeah.
thing, because The Flash is a TV show.
Yeah.
and that was the one because we're thinking of doing Run
From
for
the Foo Fighters.
yeah, as our first one, and so Jeremy chose.
I chose One Piece, the Enies Lobby arc, where the Tri-Pirates have to go retrieve Robin from Enies Lobby. Woo!
And then I want to do The Flash, obviously, just because right now
I'm
one of
gonna
the big shows on the CW, and so we want to keep it broad, not
Yeah.
too broad, but at the same time, we geek out again on a lot of different things, and you can't just be like, oh, geeks are anime people or
No.
geeks, only
Yeah.
follow these trends. No, I mean, there's a lot of things to geek out
You can
on.
geek
and
out on
so-
everything.
Mhm.
It's just it's a passion for something.
Yeah. And so Jeremy's going to be working on a lot of different stories that he's going to be releasing, especially in terms of like anime. And so
Oh,
that's actually
yes.
where we're like working towards.
That's the true dream.
hmm
Oh,
Touch a little bit more on
That's
that.
not yet.
No,
It's
yeah,
not
okay,
ready
okay,
yet.
okay.
It's not ready.
All right. I was thinking that he might talk a little bit more on that. But I mean, you guys, I think you'll like it. It's been like a year or two in the works and a lot of material written.
Okay, there's a lot of.
So-
Oh, but how do I even explain it? I don't even know. I don't have a spiel ready.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, we'll save that conversation for another
Yes.
thing. Just know that Jeremy does have two very, very good animes coming or mangas coming your
Well,
way.
actually, we have 3.
3. Which?
Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we actually have a really, really cool idea that we'll be releasing pretty soon. And so
This one can be done a lot quicker than the others.
yeah, this one will be. I mean, it'll be fun and it'll be very cliche. But that's the point, making sure that we're having fun with our first release, just because we just want to keep doing this and we want to.
This is what life is supposed to be. A lot of fun and chasing your dreams and standing with your friends, just like Shonen.
Shonen. We're gonna live a life of shonen.
That's my literal goal. I want to be a main character.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, I mean that is true. Shonen Jump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Written down that you wanted to cover, or
We do. Well, hopefully one day I'd love to do the VR shit.
okay, yeah.
Love.
So
to.
that is something that is starting to get pretty big VR, and so obviously we want to get the capabilities to do that. I'm not sure how quickly we'd be able to do a
Yeah,
whole.
it might be a little time for that one.
Yeah, we might do VR like visual VR like just for like the headset and stuff like that. But as far as like the whole like gaming system with the foot pad. and
Oh,
the-
dude,
everything,
no way.
That might be a little while till we get that.
We will releasing our own music eventually.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, so we finally were able to formulate a whole band, and that's pretty exciting. So.
Yeah. Hopefully everything works out and y'all like the sound.
Mm-hmm.
I do piano. Carlos does guitar.
Mm-hmm.
We're both music writers, so hopefully something good will come out of that.
Well, I mean, we've been working for like years now at that, and we've just been trying our best to keep going with it because music is a huge passion of ours. We spend a lot of time
Nothing without
working on
music.
it. Yeah, that is true. For me, I mean, at least for me, it got me through a lot of like pretty difficult times, and so it's always
Everything that I've ever written is based on some song. I could tie it to any song that explains any moment and anything I've ever written.
That is true. That is true. Same here. So I think it's a way to communicate and a way for us to kind of like show ourselves, in a different manner, in like an intellectual and in a like more emotional, I guess, like way
Yeah.
to our audience, so that way they
It's an
understand.
art. All these things are an art.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big thing for me. Enjoying, I don't know. I don't even know.
Yeah, it's all about media, and that's
There you
what
go,
I
yeah,
mean.
media.
Like I've been involved with it, and Jeremy's like started doing his anime and his production company with that, and so we want to be able to share this with you as well to to be able to really, really, show our variety in a lot of different things. So
As a fan, I've always wanted to be able to enjoy all the great things that I've wanted to enjoy. And now I think we'll be able to give that to y'all.
Is there anything else you want to cover?
Let's see. There's not really too much, unless you want to do talk about your own solo ones.
Which I mean, if you want, we can just kind of cover a little bit about what we're each going. Okay, so like, we're actually going to be doing reviews, and the first one that Jeremy's going to be covering is My Hero Academia.
Love My Hero Academia.
It's very big right now.
In my opinion, it's the next great shonen. Hopefully that well, from what I know of the manga, it's gonna turn out to be true, but y'all gotta wait on that.
And so, one of the other, I'll be covering I'm sure you guys are all aware of how big this show's starting to get, Attack on Titan.
Oh.
And so I really, really want to be able to cover that with you guys. I have seen that thing over and over again so many times. I can't tell you. After I watch one of the brand new episodes, I just let it play into the episode 1 of next season and then just let it play after that for a while. So I've pretty much, spent a lot of time seeing Attack on Titan.
A lot of time.
Not that I should be proud of it. Yeah, it's just
you should be proud of it.
There's a lot to learn from it. It's a very, very well done animation. A lot of work went
definitely
into
knows how to mess with your emotions.
It really does.
Takes everything from you.
Yeah, but one of the I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's just it's so well done. The storyline is so well done. I mean, you
I've gone further.
Yeah,
a little bit ahead, dude.
You read ahead.
I messed up. Sat down. I'm just gonna watch a little video about a couple chapters of Attack on Titan. Because who doesn't want to know a little further ahead? 45 minutes later, I've watched and seen at least 3/4 of the fucking anime.
Yeah,
dude, it's a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I will spoil nothing though. I promise.
Yeah, because we have an unspoken agreement that
I've seen too much.
You can't tell us anything
I've
about
gone
it.
too far.
Well, but we'll be enjoying it with you guys because season 3 is apparently scheduled to release 2018, and this is something that I'll also cover in the review. So we'll be able to kind of see where they're at now, where they may be going in the future. I mean, obviously we know they're going to the basement, but what's going to happen in between that. And so we'll go from that. But Jeremy, I guess if
another I would like to cover. Hopefully, we've given the opportunity. I would love to do it. I haven't confirmed it yet, but a 3rd season of Bungao would be awesome to cover. I haven't read any of the manga, but the first 2 seasons was one of the best new coming anime I've seen in a long time,
really?
And it's been gone.
Okay,
I need it back. And apparently, rumor has it it's going to be coming back either late this year, early next year. But we will find out, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But along with, like Carlos said, for Attack on Titan, I will be getting pretty into My Hero Academia. Bringing chapter reviews every week when it's released, going over what's been happening in the story, what's been leading up to where we are now, and hopefully what's going to be coming in the future. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give character analysis. Hopefully the first set I'll be doing will be starting with Class 1A. Your characters like Bakugo, Izuku, Suyu, Ida, Uraraka. Giving a little story on each one of them. And eventually, once I get a better, knowledge of what's going on in the story, I would like to give story arc analysis. Taking what I've learned from reading the books that I have, trying to write the story that I'm writing, and applying that to My Hero Academia so we can truly find out why it's as good as it is.
That'll be a pretty good fresh take, because, I mean, obviously, My Hero Academia is pretty new. So we want to be able to cover it for you instead of covering something that's already been,
it's
done.
Great, dude. It follows all the shonen. It's like, to me, shonen is something that you are not bound by. I know there's certain things that have to be done. Mm-hmm. You have to get stronger with your friends, never give up, and they're going to get their goal. Yeah. But the author has to write within these restrictions. So the story that you create within there is very creative. It's interesting. It never gets old to me. And hopefully it never gets old for them.
Well, I mean, Jeremy knows a lot about Shonen, and we'll probably do another cast where we just kind of talk about the topic and just kind of go over it, speak on some of the more well-known
nuances, the great ones of its era. Mm-hmm. What's going to be the new era? What was the last era? The era before that? Yeah, I'd love to go over all of it.
And that is a pretty big thing. Like I said, we're just trying to geek out, making sure that you guys are enjoying the content, bringing you fresh things, visual art, along with written, along with audio, So we cover different avenues so that as you're, going about your day, you don't have to pick just one way to kind of catch up on all the things that you enjoy. There's, different venues for you to go and check it out.
So many wonderful things to see and hear.
Mm-hmm. I think the D&D and the live cast will probably be one of the cooler things that you guys will enjoy.
Eventually, once we get it set up the right way and it's done correctly,
Yeah,
I think it's going to be awesome.
Well, we have a lot of friends that are game that know the game at least
and
well enough to be game masters. Yeah. Well, as far as like setting up the game, like we do know quite a few people that play already, so we could ask them,
They
hey,
really play.
Would you mind?
Would you be my game master?
Well, not even that.
Would you give me a journey, sir?
More realistically, it's like, hey, we're gonna be drunk and we want you to babysit us while we're trying.
While we're on this awesome drunken story. That sounds fun to you, right?
Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. We'll come do that. I'll sit there.
But the live streams from the cons, I think, will be fun, and then the videos of like different interviews that we get and stuff. I think we're gonna bring in a lot of really cool things for you guys to check out.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, you good?
Hmm?
Well, okay. As far as tagging goes, subscribe, like, comment, or follow us on social media to receive new content.
You better do it.
Because
I'll know.
This is Albert 3G.
This is Mr. Abyss.
And again, we don't have a name yet, but signing off.
Yes.
Bye.
Acceptable. I enjoyed it.